team fouls here in the quarter. Giannis to take it out.
Running the same play they did last time.
DeMar DeRozan takes it away. Comes out of the shooter. We're tied at 106. Possible situation on that play just happened.
And you knew Chicago was going to take some risks, especially before the ball came in. Because if you can get a steal, you can make this happen. Obviously, you know you're going to have to foul once the ball gets in. But running the same play back-to-back times, they knew what the options were. I think DeMar timed it really well, turned his back, knew when to turn around. You got to give him a lot of credit making a defensive play, and then DeSumo being in the right spot at the right time. Did it just a couple games ago at Atlanta. DeMar shot a game winner, airballed it. He was in the right spot, got the offensive rebound, put it in as time expired. And so to see him in that same spot again, in the right spot at the right time for a breakaway dunk to tie it up, there's a lot of time here for either team to win it. But Milwaukee in the timeout, Coach Bud drawing up some magic. We have seen some magic late in games versus Dallas this year. We'll see if this play resembles that.
No timeouts left now for the Bucks. What do you think they do here?
Typically, you would say you put the ball in Drew Holiday's hands. He's not out there. You would say you space the floor with Chris Middleton. He's not out there. I love seeing Joe take it out. One of the best inbound passers you can have in the league. I think we've seen it time and time again. The ball is going to end up in Giannis's hands. Grayson's going to spot up, and you know the Chicago defense is going to collapse and try to stop Giannis. Will he be able to score it or make the willing pass? Guys at this point have to have no fear, put everything out of their mind. Up to this point, you got to let it fly and knock down a game winner.
Tied at 106, 7.8 left to play. Ingles to take it out from the sideline. Gives it to Giannis from up top. Takes a peek at the time. Spin move. Giannis with the shot. He walked with it. And 1.4 left to play. The Bulls have one timeout left and they'll use it. And they'll be able to advance it and take it out from the sideline.
So the ball ends up in the man's hands who deserves to have it, but that is the right call. You see that pivot foot slide? Referees are all over, but you're seeing how many black jerseys are in front of Giannis. You knew they were going to collapse. You could tell Giannis wanted it, and deservedly so. By the time you realize it wasn't there, he spun and looked to Grayson. And that foot just slid a little too much. So 1.4 seconds, more than enough time for a catch, maybe one dribble and a shot. You got two really dangerous guys in DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine.
And they have experience in this kind of situation. The Bulls do. Flash it back. This is against Atlanta. And DeMar DeRozan overshot that shot, but Ayo Dosunmu with the cleanup, and that's the game winner. His biggest moment as a Chicago Bull and the second-year player. And against the Knicks, DeMar DeRozan with 0.4 left hit the go-ahead field goal. This situation, it's tied at 106. And the question is, who defends DeMar DeRozan? Right now, it's Wes Matthews lining up. It'll be Patrick Williams taking it out, and Zach LaVine is making some space back by the half court. At the top of your screen, the top left. DeMar DeRozan at the lower right. Deflection. The Bucks deflected it enough, and the clock didn't move. It stayed at 1.4.
That's a lot of touches for the clock not to go on. Obviously, time has expired with that amount of time.
They will have to go to the monitor and time this out, the replay center, the official review.
Obviously, the clock is supposed to go on as soon as
previous
either
play
team
is being
touches
reviewed
it.
for a possible clock malfunction.
I mean, that's a good, 2 seconds, if not 3 seconds.
Yeah, and as soon as the ball is touched, whether it's the guy on the ball gets a deflection, there's no one there, obviously, but Brook Lopez does his arm touch it. Chicago, DeRozan, he obviously touches it. overtime clearly should have expired.
Fully expect to head to overtime after this review is complete. Didn't take them long. And while they talk about it, overtime records. And the Bucks went to overtime, picked up that win in OKC.
After reviewing the play, the game clock should have expired prior to it going out of bounds. The fourth quarter is over, and we are now going into overtime.
And the Bucks are 1-0 in overtime. And this will be